Hello everybody and welcome to the weekly vlog. I'm just going to be going through the different things that I went through in training every single week and kind of recapping on them and my insights on them. I really love these kind of styles of just talking to the camera. It's where I get to be, I think, the most genuine of the kind of person I am. There's that ghost that just came into the door, which is actually this animal right here. Anyway, going on first of all, just as I finished up the week last week, I was doing aerial. I've been doing a lot more aerial acrobatics in the silks especially, and I couldn't be happier with my progress thanks to my wife, who's been very patient with me as I've kind of gone on and learned and gone through the process of kind of transforming into that. It was very painstaking beginning with that as well, and I'm starting to add kind of more strap-oriented stuff in the silks, as you can see at the very beginning, and then at the end you can see, actually maybe it's reversed, but it doesn't matter. At the beginning you see me working with my wife, and we're doing a lot more partner stuff, so we're getting to get a little bit more creative with that, and I've just noticed, yeah, I've been really enjoying it, and my grip strength's gone through the roof. Because of it, I'm actually training for the Sedona Day of the Dead event, where I'm going to have to stay up in the silks for about 20 minutes straight. So at least once a week I'm doing long sessions up in the silks and trying to get up to that 20 minute mark. Right now I'm around the 12-minute mark, about 16-minute mark actually, and it's been really good. So I'm looking forward to getting more stuff in aerial, and as that opens up, hopefully I'll be able to share some cooler stuff with that as well. Moving on into the week, let's see, on Monday I didn't do a whole lot of training in particular, besides doing, no, I didn't do a whole lot of training on Monday at all. I was actually kind of relaxing and kind of zoning out. I had a bit of a rough evening on Sunday night, and so I needed to kind of just let my mind kind of be silenced, and I did a lot of stuff quietly, and I just kind of worked on sewing some of the costumes I'm working on for my LED suits, which hopefully will be done soon. Let's see, on Tuesday I worked a lot on Tuesday, so I didn't get a lot of training done that day as well. Pretty much on the go from about 7 a.m. up until about 6 p.m. In the afternoon, in the evening, so not a whole lot done there. But let's see, did manage to do some silk training with my wife, as I talked about earlier, so nothing really changed on that day. Anyway, moving on. Come Wednesday, was able to go out and train with a good friend of mine named Seth. It's actually been kind of interesting. I used to work with Seth at Parkour Gym, and it's actually been kind of nice getting away from it now that I'm doing my own thing, because it's allowing me to explore more friendly relationships with the people outside the gym atmosphere, and so I've actually been quite happy about that. We had a great time. I was actually doing my first run up back handspring to full attempts outside with there, and it was much better than my last attempt that I did. I'm actually starting to get to my feet and not crashing anymore, so it's been a while since I've been able to throw that skill, and my body is able to process it more and more. I was even more happy because I thought I was going to be really tired on Wednesday morning, but everything ended up working out okay, and I was able to do quite better than I thought. So getting more springy on the ground, and especially grass tumbling, which is, you know, I want to be able to do my tumbling back on concrete again, because as a performer I need to be able to do that. So in any case, that's getting a lot better. And then we also did a lot of freerunning and parkour training, which is getting quite amazing to me as well, because I'm having to, I am able to now be able to do some of the skills I haven't been able to do in years. My body's starting to free up quite a lot, and it's allowing me to do quite a lot of stuff. Like I did this palm flip in here that you're going to see. There was some lache work I didn't really show just because it wasn't, you know, worth putting on video. But yeah, you can see a palm flip in here. Me and Seth do them together, and I couldn't have been happier with that. I was actually quite surprised. I thought I wasn't going to make it around, but I actually was quite powerful with that. So I guess I hit my flow state for the day there. We also visited this new place to do some training at that no one's ever really, we haven't really explored yet, so there's a lot of potential in this park. So if you get a chance to go to that park, I forget what it's called exactly, but maybe I'll remember in a second. I don't know, I'll put it in text. But yeah, so it was great to be in the new atmosphere. Nice, amazing park to do some training in. Almost forgot to mention earlier in the day on Wednesday when I did my outdoor class, we were experimenting with the ball and string and doing striking along with the chaotic attacks of what the ball does back and forth. So that was actually a really fun experiment. You can see the ball going around and me trying to hit it. I love these kind of like experiences that are these game-oriented experiences because they really make you move in ways that you wouldn't actually think. It's not very systematic, it's very chaotic, and that's how I kind of get myself this novel movement that I normally wouldn't get with all the repetition practice I do because of the tricks that I do. So that was a lot of fun. Also, you can see in this little lache that I did off a tree branch, which is kind of like a benchmark lache pre that I've been trying to get for a while. Every time I pass up that lache, I try to do about 10 of them. And it's also an area that kind of reminds me of all the good times we've had in that park. So that's a Tempe Beach Park, and that is that lache off the tree to that cobblestone wall that goes around it. So yeah, if you ever come with me, I'll show you that one. It's not super hard, it's kind of an intermediate lache, but it's a lot of fun. Thursday I kind of took the day off and just focused on things around the house and building. I'm getting ready again for, as I talked about before, I am doing that show in Sedona, and I'm not just doing aerial there, I'm also doing free running. So I've been building this ray apparatus that I kind of built out from the year before. It's way more complex now, adds a lot more movement options with it, so you can do like high bar work and also some low wall work. So I'm really excited about that, and being able to show the potential of that, which I'll probably show within the next couple of weeks, me preparing on that apparatus as well. Come Friday, today, really amazing day. Went to this one gym and worked on my cast backs and some other skills off of height, which I don't really get to do very often, and was really happy with those. I have a lot of work to do with them, but the good thing is that I'm not afraid to work on them anymore, whereas before I was quite afraid to work on them. I even threw a Sukahara and a couple of boulder skills I used to do, like the step vault, tunnel flip, and what else did I throw in there? And then that weird like Pasha layout thing where you like stare at the wall as you do the front Webster and do the layout over the edge. Also did a lot of breakdancing work today, worked on my power moves, and I'm slowly and steadily trying to work back on my air flares. I never really quite got them. I've gotten close to getting them a couple of times, but I'm going to put some solid effort into them. And if you haven't looked up SOLPM, which is the Science of Learning Power Moves, that's kind of what I draw most of my work from. I think they have great, he has a lot of great tutorials on there, and one of my favorite ones is the air flare one, the flare one, and then also his baby windmill one. I think those are some solid progressions in there for that. And if you're interested in looking at anything, I suggest just follow that to a T, and you'll probably be on your way with any of those kind of basic things. So that's it for this week. My main insights. I'm just happy that I can even do this stuff now. The name of the game has just, as a performer, trying to make sure that I'm doing longer sets, being able to work on my endurance and building that back up. Just making sure to always push that realm, and not being so like, oh, I gotta wait and rest and get my next skill in. So I'm not doing these 1 rep max skills anymore. I'm really focusing on trying to get high repetition so that I can be a better performer in that area. Not doing a whole lot of like weighted training right now. I may in the future again start doing that, especially to help with just some jumping power, but for the most part I'm just focusing on just body weight stuff right now, and I haven't really lost any of my mass. Just trying to get my body used to this body weight so that I can continue to work this way. Any major insights? I guess just thinking about energy wise and food wise, I do my best training obviously if I've been well rested and take care of myself. Like recovery wise, I mean, that should be the case for anybody, but we don't always have that luxury. So I try to at least, several times a week get a good night's sleep in if I can. Usually I'm running on between 6-7 hours of sleep per night. And my best options obviously are 8 hours of sleep, but it just can't always happen based on what I'm trying to accomplish on a daily basis. So that being said, I try to make sure I eat plenty, and I'm making sure that I'm not, too much on the edge of like destroying my nervous system and getting to that huge fatigue mode. I always try to leave a little bit left in the tank so that I can have a better training session the next time. That's it for right now, guys. Thanks for watching, and these longer format ones. If you have any questions, please ask below. And if you liked it, please like the button. If you don't subscribe. There'll be tutorials and podcasts coming up as soon as I possibly can get those out. But I'm really hoping to push this channel a lot more. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. Train on, be smart, be safe.